Most people spend their lives running from something that is inevitable, death. Yet Eckhart Tolle has uncovered an insight that changes everything. Death is the greatest illusion of our age. This realization is so revolutionary that it can dissolve your fear of dying and transform your entire existence. Stay with me to the very end, because what you learn today could free you forever from the dread of death. 2 years ago, I sat at the bedside of my dying grandmother. In her final days, there was no trace of fear. In fact, she radiated an indescribable presence. "You know," she whispered to me, "I finally understand something that was hidden from me all my life. Dying is like coming home." Those words opened a door to a truth that can revolutionize our whole view of life and death. Imagine an immeasurable ocean that is endless and timeless. On its surface, waves of every size are constantly forming, each seeming, for a moment, to exist on its own. But what, in essence, is a wave? Was it ever truly separate from the sea? Think of the many shapes life takes. A newborn baby, a child at play, a wise elder, a flowering tree, a withering leaf. All these appearances are waves in the same ocean of consciousness. No form exists in isolation. Everything is inseparably woven together in this great dance of life. A surprising pattern emerges. The people with the least fear of death are often those who have come closest to it. Near-death experiences, profound spiritual encounters, and the stories of those in their final days all reveal that what we call death is only the transition from one form to another. Most of us live believing we are just separate waves, fleeting, fragile shapes. This thought is the root of all our fears. It is as if the wave panics, "Oh no, I am going to die," and forgets that it is, in truth, the ocean itself. Let's try a simple experiment. Close your eyes for a moment, feel your body, notice your breathing, then ask the crucial question. Who is observing all this? There are your thoughts, and there is something that notices those thoughts. There is your body, and something that senses it. Can that something actually die? When a loved one dies, the body remains. It is still there, just as before. Yet something essential is missing. What was it that we truly loved? Look more closely and you will see that you never loved only the body or the thoughts. You loved the presence, the shining awareness behind those forms. That awareness is like the ocean, while the individual forms are merely its waves. A wave may disappear, but the water that made it remains. The form may perish, but consciousness is timeless and unchanged, eternal and indestructible. A hospice nurse once told me something remarkable. The people he cared for in their final days never regretted losing material things. What touched them most deeply were their loves, their moments of connection, and flashes of pure presence. Isn't that a clear sign of what truly matters in life? This insight is not mere philosophy. It is a truth you can experience in every moment. Here are some practical ways to explore this realization for yourself. Observe your thoughts about death, not to change them, but to notice that something in you is watching all those thoughts, like the sky across which clouds drift. Can that inner sky die? When fear rises, focus your attention directly on your body. Feel the aliveness in your hands, in your abdomen, in your chest. This vitality is not a possession. It is what you are, and it was already here before you were born. Look at old photos of yourself and of those you love. Though the bodies have changed, the awareness shining through those eyes is unchanged. Then step outside into nature. Watch the endless cycle of birth and decay. A leaf doesn't fall from the tree in fear, nor does a flower wilt in worry. Nature knows no dread of death because it is deeply aligned with the flow of life. The more peace you make with death, the more alive your life becomes. It may seem paradoxical, Yet accepting death opens the gate to a truly fulfilled existence. Suddenly every moment is precious, not because it is fleeting, but because it expresses the eternal within time. Last week a friend wrote to me. Since realizing she is not the solitary wave but the ocean itself, her fear of aging has vanished. She sees the changes in her body, yet she knows, that is not me. I am the awareness having this experience. Perhaps you are now asking what really happens when we die. Where does consciousness go? Eckhart Tolle offers a fascinating answer. The question arises from our thinking mind, which always needs a story with a beginning and an end. But life itself knows no stories. It exists only in the now. Imagine a wave asking where it goes when it subsides. The question is meaningless, for the wave was never separate from the ocean. So it is with our awareness. It goes nowhere because it was never apart from its source. The deepest truth is this: you do not need to know what comes after death. You need only realize what is before death, who you truly are in this moment. Then the question of where loses all urgency. From today you have a choice. Remain in the illusion of separation and the fear of passing away, or awaken to the truth of your being. Recognize that you are not the transient form but the timeless consciousness itself. This realization is not a distant state. It is available here and now. Once you internalize it, everything shifts. Death loses its terror, and life gains depth. It is as though you are seeing for the first time. Fear dissolves, and what remains is wonder, gratitude, and love. You discover that death was never your enemy, but your teacher. It shows you who you really are, like a wave realizing it is the ocean, or a droplet returning to its source. Let's deepen this truth together. Share in the comments what new perspective touches you and what experiences you have had with death. How does this view change your life? If this video helped you, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Together we can grow and uncover life's deepest truths. Until next time, stay present, stay aware.